guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another YouTube video. I'm super excited about this video in particular and about this topic and about talking about everything with you guys and giving you a bit of a rundown, super chill, super chit chatty, super welcome to my bedroom kind of vibes video. And I just want to talk to you about my ebook that I've released, which is past tense when I'm filming this video, so you guys are literally seeing this. I'm filming this and uploading this the same day, so very real time. So I can obviously thank you all so much for the support you've given me on my ebook launch, which was the Sunday just gone, Sunday the 4th of October. And yeah, basically this video is sort of going over my ebook with you, giving you a little bit of an insight to my YouTube family, because I've obviously put it all over Instagram, and I sort of showed little bits throughout my vlogs of the progress and stuff like that, and obviously I showed the BTS and the giveaway in my last video, so I thought it's only fair to do a little video afterwards, show you the final product, give you a little sneak peek in case you haven't bought it yet. And I also wanted to give a bit of value on my YouTube as well and go through my new vision board, which I created during the whole process of doing my manifestation ebook, because that is one of the steps to manifest. So I thought if you bought the ebook and you are a very visual person, or you want to just like feel like you're sort of following along with me when you make your vision board, I thought that would be really good. But if you haven't bought the ebook and you sort of like know what you're doing, or you know what you want to achieve already, and you just sort of want to see how I create my vision board, this video is also for you. So I've actually got my 2 vision boards here. I'm so lucky that I actually had 2 different pin boards, so I could keep my old one and make my new one and not have to like rip down the old one. So I can have them both at the same time, if that makes sense. So this is like really fun. This is really cool. You can tell I've like changed a little bit. One's a little bit more minimal. That was partly because I just didn't print the photos big enough, but partly because I like it a bit more sleek now. But yeah, this is my old vision board, this is my new current vision board, and obviously I've also got a printed copy of my ebook, which is super exciting. I think actually to intro this video, I really wanted to explain to you guys manifestation and why I'm so passionate about it as a tool, if that makes sense. I'm honestly not qualified or like well studied, if that makes sense. Like I don't have any courses about manifestation that I've done or anything like that, but I'm really passionate about manifestation as a tool because it's the #1 way that I've helped achieve everything that I've done so far and anything that I've wanted to achieve. And I feel like it's such an accessible thing that so many people could learn about, and it just, I guess the principles and the ways you go about it and how it sort of integrates into your everyday life, it sort of has such a positive impact on lots of things that you do. Like for example, being really grateful for the things you already have, making sure you're on a really high vibe so you're attracting those high vibe things that you desire. All of those little kind of things, just the whole mindset, I think is the word I'm looking for. It's just, I believe it just has such a positive impact on how you live your life anyway, as well as the bonus of achieving the goals that you've always wanted to achieve. So that's why I think manifestation is like such an awesome tool that I think everyone should at least give a go or learn about a little bit, even though some people like currently in 2020 still would say it's a bit airy-fairy or it's a bit woo-woo and that kind of stuff, which is obviously totally fine. I've grown up being surrounded by that sort of perspective as well, so I totally understand that as well. But basically I'll show you guys my ebook, and what I thought I would do is explain the title and all that kind of stuff. It's called Truly Yours, and I honestly, for a while there, I wrote the intro and I got some images together and I was a bit stuck on what I would call it, because I don't really, I'm a bit of a visual person and a wordy person. Like I don't like the look of how the word manifestation is written necessarily, and I don't really like the sound of it. Super strange. Same reason I'm called Ellie Kate online. I really love the flow of Ellie Kate together. It's my first and middle name, but I decided to do that instead of my last name because I don't like how my last name is written. It's hard to spell, like that kind of stuff. Super strange, I know. But anyway, so I wrote the actual I guess the tagline and the little description first, which is Create a life that is truly yours. Your step-by-step manifestation guide to creating a life that is truly yours. Because that stemmed from my purpose in life, which I've found through doing my values test and figuring out like what I'm super passionate about and what I want in life, if that makes sense, and what I feel like my purpose is. And my purpose is to empower others to live a life that is truly theirs, because yeah, I'm just so passionate about that. And actually I was gonna try and elaborate, but I've explained it really well in my welcome page, so I think I'm just going to read that to you. But yeah, it's called Truly Yours because my purpose in life is to empower others to live a life that is truly theirs. So I just thought Truly Yours was super sweet and simple and like easy to remember. So yeah, that's the cover page. Obviously when you purchase my ebook you don't get a printed version, unfortunately, because it's kind of pricey to get printed at Officeworks. But if you have a printer at home, obviously it's super affordable to print it out once you've bought it yourself. But I will show you, this is my welcome page, and I might actually put a little, I know I'm talking for a while about all this kind of stuff, so I might in the description put a little timestamp of like when you can skip to the vision board part, because I also love talking about this stuff, so I might go on for a while. So my welcome page says, hey everyone, welcome to my first ever ebook and your next step to creating a life that is truly yours. My name is Ellie Kate. I'm an 18-year-old girl who has found her purpose early in life and ready to share her drive and inspiration to live a life that is truly hers with others. My purpose in life is to empower others to create a life that is truly theirs. Ever since I was a young girl, I remember longing for independence, to take control of my own life, make my own decisions, and choose my own path. I know deep down there are so many people just like me that have this dream and desire, but are clouded by the opinions and expectations of society, family, friends, loved ones, followers, influencers, and everyone but themselves. My one wish and aim of this ebook is to empower and inspire you to go against the grain, dream big, and do whatever it takes to create a life that is truly yours and no one else's. So yeah, that's obviously the part that I've had written the longest. I really wanted to sort of explain how passionate about it I am and why I'm really passionate about manifestation in particular, because I feel like it can help. It's just a really good tool that can help everyone do that, if that makes sense. I also wanted to share a fun little story that I couldn't really write about in my ebook, but it's a good opportunity to talk about it on YouTube. The section where I said ever since I was a young girl I remember longing for independence. My mum actually always tells me this story. Obviously I live out of home now. Me and mum have like lots of differences, and I'm always and have always been very headstrong, very independent, and that's like made us clash a little bit. So my mum always said to me that apparently when I was about 4 years old, I was visiting like my grandparents with my family, and I said to my mum, I said, "Mum, so when you get older, do Nan and Pop still tell you and Dad what to do?" And I was like, when she said, "No, Ellie, like now that me and Dad are grown ups, like Grandma and Grandpa don't tell us what to do." And I apparently like lit up like a Christmas tree, and I was like, I'm so excited to be like a mum and a dad, and like not, obviously I was 4, so I don't know what I said exactly, but yeah, apparently I was absolutely stoked that when you get to a certain point in life you get to make your own choices and you get to be independent and all that kind of stuff, which I've obviously always been like. So I think that's why the passion about this has been so drawn out of me now, I guess, because I'm at that point where I can do that and I know the difference, I guess. It's hard to explain, I don't know. So yeah, I guess that's that with my ebook. I'll give you a little sneaky flick through. So it is 28 pages. A few of those pages are entirely activity pages, so it's not just 28 pages of writing, there's photos and things like that in there as well. But yeah, it's a 28-page ebook. It is 12 Australian dollars, and you can buy it on my website www.elliekateshop.com, which is the most exciting sentence I think I've ever said. So yeah, I will obviously always have that linked in my description now, and if you have any questions about anything just let me know. But so far so good. Everyone that's bought it has said they've loved the look of it so far. A few people have finished reading it. Shout out to some of my closest friends also that obviously got a chance to read it earlier and said it was amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah, so far no one's had any troubles with it. But basically what you do is you purchase it, put it in your cart, place your order, pay however you choose. I'm pretty sure I've been able to set up all the payment methods like PayPal, debit card, credit card. I don't know what else there is. I don't have Afterpay or anything because it's $12, but yeah, so you do that. All you have to do is fill out your details, and then you get one email that says your order is confirmed, like a normal email that you'd get whenever you buy something online. And then the second one shortly after, which says truly yours is now yours, and basically that's saying your download is ready, and it has a little message from me and the download link to download your ebook. Make sure you open that email and that link on the device you want the ebook to go onto, because then once you click that link, it'll go to a web page where it has download, and then that's your one download. So you only get one to make sure it's on the device that you want it on, and then you press download and then it's all yours, and it comes up as like a PDF, so you can do whatever you want with it, which is awesome. Okay, so one of the steps, I don't want to give too much away from my ebook, but one of the steps in manifestation that I have personally used, which obviously the ebook is entirely about my personal experience, and lots of people do lots of it quite differently, which is obviously totally fine, but I thought I would share my old vision board with you and do like a little bit of a reflection, because I also think that's really important to, yeah, make sure you're on a high vibe and you're already super excited about what you know is possible for you to achieve, because you've already achieved some awesome things and you're super grateful for what you already have and what you've already been able to accomplish. So that's why I think reflection is super important, and also because I have learnt a few things from my last vision board that I wouldn't do again, and I want to explain like why, if that makes sense. So this is my vision board. There is lots of photos, lots of quotes, and lots of things on it. So just a quick little moment to be proud of myself, I guess. I would say recently I achieved working with YouFoods, which is this one here. This one here is Georgie Stevenson and Naked Harvest, and as you guys know, I've worked with Naked Harvest for a while now. What else do we have here? We've got a photo of Georgie in Gymshark, and that was representing like collaborating with Gymshark. That one hasn't been achieved yet, but it is transferred onto the new vision board. This one is just a photo of YouTube, obviously nothing specific about it, so I can't actually say what goal that was associated with, because I haven't really specified with the type of photo I've used, if that makes sense. This one here is the Princess Polly Splendor Bus. Now obviously a few of these, this is a pre-COVID vision board that I'd made probably right before actually COVID even happened and anyone knew about. It's probably February, March. When I made this, and this was, yeah, to go to Splendor with Princess Polly, which obviously just isn't possible because of the year that we've had. Over here, this is sort of what I want to talk about specifics and why this wasn't achieved, because it wasn't really a goal, if that makes sense. So this photo is of Chloe Zepp. This photo is of someone doing yoga. This is of the Bloom app, which is Chloe's co-founded meditation app, and then that's Chloe's Instagram page. And I just find Chloe Zepp a really inspiring person because of her lifestyle, how many like businesses and how many avenues she has, and obviously her beliefs around like meditation and spirituality and that kind of stuff I love. And yeah, I sort of more used her as an inspiring person, but with those images there's no tangible goal that I actually linked to those images, so that's why I can't look at them and be like, yes, I achieved that, because there's actually no goal there, even though she's a really inspiring person. And it is totally fine to put things that inspire you on your vision board, even if it's not a specific goal. That's just like a lot of just like inspiration and nothing specific, which is why I can't reflect and be like, oh yeah, I achieved that, because there was nothing to achieve, if that makes sense. This one here is Before You Speak Coffee, because I absolutely love their brand and I've worked with them a couple of times before, and it was, yeah, to continue working with them, which I have been reached out to about a couple of their campaigns, which is really cool. So that one's sort of a so-so, like I could say I've achieved it, but not to the fullest extent, I guess you could say. And then we've got some quotes, which I think are always super important, especially to me, just because I'm a quote lover. I love a good quote. Then we've got a screenshot of Sarah's Day's YouTube channel. Again, no tangible goal. It's obviously not realistic that my goal would be to get like 1 million, 2 million subscribers, whatever she has. That definitely wasn't the goal with that picture. It was just because she's an inspiration. Again, nothing I can say I have or haven't achieved. Same with this one. These 3 images here. This one is a screenshot of the villa in Bali, their Instagram page, and then their 2 photos of that villa, which is actually run by Talia Scanes and Mitch, I'm pretty sure, from memory. And yeah, I had that one as well as Journey Retreats with the health code, so Sarah's Day and Kurt in Bali as well. Obviously those things all Bali related, so weren't possible unfortunately. But yeah, that would have been a really cool place to go to. That was really what that goal was. And then, ooh, oh my god, this is actually really cool. Oh, I don't want to spoil it because this video is literally going up this afternoon. Well, if you get this far in the video, you'll sneaky find out. This is a photo of a tattoo, which I may or may not be getting tomorrow, which I'm vlogging about, which was going to be like a total surprise, but honestly doesn't matter. Like, so what if you guys find out a day early? I just thought a surprise would be more fun. Anyway, there's a little tattoo on there, which I'm getting my first tattoo tomorrow, and it's going to be that, so I'm super excited about that. But anyway, that's my vision board, and that's essentially, I guess what I wanted to point out is I had a lot of goals in this last 6 months this vision board was from, but a lot of these pictures didn't really associate themselves, or I hadn't really linked them to a specific goal, so I can't look back on this vision board and be like, wow, tick 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 tick, because a lot of them are just things or just inspiration or just people, if that makes sense. So that's the only thing, that's the only sort of learning I have from this vision board, but also super proud of myself for achieving some of those things and sort of looking at it and being like, yeah, I can move on, I can make a new one. So yeah, that's really cool. I think that's all I have to say about my reflection on this vision board, and then you'll sort of be able to see the difference between that one and this one. So before I go on to showing you guys my new one for the remainder of 2020 and sort of the start of 2021, is I wanted to quickly run through with you guys the super basics of making a vision board. So first things first is you need to write down the list of goals that you want to achieve in this particular time frame. So let yourself go crazy, write down your big list of goals. Then with your dream list, once you've made those into specific goals that you know are possible through manifestation in that time period that you've chosen, you want to choose images that are specifically associated with those goals, that when you look at them visually, you know exactly that that's that goal, and you look at that and you feel inspired to achieve that, if that makes sense. So those photos, most of my photos for example, are from Pinterest. I love Pinterest, especially for the quotes, which I always include. Instagram, so obviously I'm someone that's literally scrolling through Instagram and Instagram stories every single day, so I've made sure I've sort of curated my feed so all the people I follow do really inspire me, are achieving things that I want to achieve, are brands that I do want to work with, are things that I do want to do, if that makes sense. So yeah, grabbing things that I've saved in like the little save section on Instagram, I often have some goals in there that are good pictures for the goals, if that makes sense. Or just Google if it's something like specific or a place that you want to travel to, that kind of thing. And obviously you want to cut them all out. You want to sort of have a good gauge. So I've always put all my images into a Word document and then sort of make them sort of evenly sized, but so some are a bit bigger and some are a bit smaller. I probably could have done mine a bit bigger this time, but I went and printed them once and I was like, that'll do. So yeah, make sure they're a size that you're happy with on the Word doc, print them out, cut them all out at the same time and sit them on your vision board in a nice even spacing. So choose your spacing first, and then I just use double-sided sticky tape to stick them on once I'm happy with the position. Only thing to keep in mind is I'm just using like a normal cork pin board from IKEA. When you use sticky tape on cork and you rip it off, it does actually rip chunks of the cork out. I don't know if you can see any rips in this one, but what I usually do when I reuse these is I just cover the rips with the new photos, so you can't really see that many. I think there's one there. yeah, so just keep that in mind if you're using sticky tape like I am, but doesn't really matter to me anyway. Yeah, I thought I would share my new vision board with you because another really awesome thing, which isn't really to do with manifestation, I didn't really mention it too much in my ebook, but another really great way to help sort of accelerate you achieving your goals is accountability and telling as many people as you can about them. Although you have to keep in mind, which is something I actually learned from Georgie Stevenson's stories recently, a lot of people ask her what she's manifesting, and she sort of explained why she doesn't tell anyone publicly until it's achieved, because she often has such big, like, outrageous goals, if that makes sense, that she doesn't want anyone's opinion or sort of shock when she tells them to hinder her belief in it, if that makes sense, which I totally get. So I guess it depends the kind of people that you have around you. I feel like sharing my manifestations and my goals I want to achieve with you guys is like super exciting, and I hope I'm doing it because it inspires you guys to sort of think bigger and try and achieve bigger as well. And it definitely keeps me accountable, which I love. So obviously a lot of these goals are to do with my social media and stuff like that, so you guys, I know, will literally be watching for the rest of the year to see if I achieve them. So that's huge accountability for me, whether it's for you guys, just your best friend or your sister, or even no one. If you really are kind of scared of your big goals and you think everyone else will judge you for them, that's fine. Just try and surround yourself with people that won't do that. But if you don't want to share yours with anyone, that's totally fine. So here is my new vision board for the remainder of 2020. I am absolutely in love with it. I'm really happy with how all the color coordination turned out. It's a really nice color palette. So all the blue is to do with the gift stop, which is my next business that I'm going to be launching very soon. So this one is just my gift stop colors and the logo, and it just says 5k Instagram followers on it. And obviously that is super specific. That's because I want 5k followers on that account by the end of the year. This one underneath it is actually a sneaky photo of what the first signature gift stop box is going to be, because that one is already decided, but my goal is to have 3 to 5 different varieties of gift boxes by Christmas time, which is awesome. So I didn't write that on there, but I know in my heart that's the goal. As long as you know the specifics of the goal, you can go into as much detail or as little detail as you want on the vision board, because obviously a vision board is just for visuals, and then you'll still have your list of your specific goals somewhere anyway. This one here is a beautiful office space, because at the moment I live in an apartment where my desk is in my room, and I also have a little one in the lounge room, so we don't have an office space. So my next goal, which is mainly a financial one, because obviously I'd need to be able to afford to live somewhere that's bigger, that has an office. So yeah, hopefully an office space. That one is probably more after Christmas, after New Year, but still sort of in the near future. And then this one here is Chloe and Mitch. So Chloe Zepp and Mitch Orville, who again, I still look up to so much, and they're one of my favorite influencers. And it's just them with HelloFresh, because I love to work with HelloFresh, especially now that I moved out of home and I love cooking my own meals. So yeah, that way I've sort of incorporated people that inspire me, but they are actually inspiring me because they've achieved something I want to achieve, if that makes sense. And then we've got a little circle, a little picture that I made myself. It's like a little graphic with a YouTube logo. It's pink, and it says Ellie Kate 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So hopefully we'll have to wait and see. Then I've actually got a quote from my ebook, and now I wanted to put my ebook on here somewhere, even though my ebook would sort of be completed by the time I'd done this vision board, but it's a quote I wrote that says, "You are the author of your own story, stop giving other people the pen." So I just thought that was nice to put on my own vision board. And then we have another beautiful photo of an office space, just because that's like a really big goal of mine, and it's totally fine to have multiple photos to do with the same goal. I have another quote over here. I have the Gymshark logo and the banner from their Instagram, as well as a screenshot of one of Georgie Stevenson's hauls with Gymshark, because Georgie is a Gymshark athlete, and I just think that is the best thing ever. I've always loved Gymshark so much. And again, that's another way I've incorporated someone that inspires me with a goal they've achieved that I would like to achieve. I have another quote, also another example of the same thing. This is Millie Winderbank, who's actually from Brisbane. I've never met her, but I hope I pronounced her name right. She's another small YouTuber. Definitely go check her out. But she has a really stunning, really minimal sort of fashion-based Instagram, and this is a photo of her with a White Fox boutique outfit, who's someone I've never collaborated with and I would love to. I'll show you up close because I actually got the photo and tapped on it so the tag was visible, so it's like clearly it's a photo to do with White Fox, if that makes sense. And then up here I've got the Gift Stop Instagram page as well. Like I said, totally fine to have multiple photos about the one goal, and also because I really like having a screenshot of the followers that I'm at now so I can see how much I've grown. This one here is Georgie Stevenson with HelloFresh, again same concept. A quote, and this one's another quote, and then down here is the Lorna Jane logo, and then someone collaborating with Lorna Jane. So again, same concept. You can tell it's very health and business focused because that's kind of what I'm all about at the moment. So obviously not lots of goals, they're all quite similar, they're all sort of going to align together. And I guess that's another thing you want to make sure is when you look at your big vision board, if you were to achieve all of those things all at once in the time frame that you chose, would it all work? Would they all align with each other? Would your life just be so chaotic and you would be like stretched so far and your plate would be so full it wouldn't work? Or are they really complementary to each other and they really will work, and your life, when it is like that, will actually be really full and really fulfilling for you? Okay, I have absolutely loved this video, guys. I've literally just been sitting on my bed continuously for like half an hour now just chatting to you about one of my favorite things ever. I hope you got something from this video. Please, if you create a new vision board for the end of 2020 and use some of these ideas, or yeah, you do it after watching this video, please tag me in your Instagram story because I love looking at vision boards. Obviously you can sort of really only have like one at a time, so I love seeing lots of different ones happening, and yeah, I love seeing you guys feeling inspired by what I'm doing. And yeah, it honestly warms my heart and obviously shows me that I am living my purpose, which is obviously so important. So again, quick reminder, you can purchase my ebook. It'll always be available because obviously it's an ebook, it doesn't go out of stock, and my website will be in the description below. It is 12 AUD, and big thank you to everyone in my life who has helped me on my journey, because obviously I wouldn't be where I am today without all of your support here on YouTube and all my friends and family and everyone that played a part. So thank you so much. I hope you guys love this video. If you aren't subscribed and this is the first video you've watched of mine, thank you so much for coming along. Don't forget to press subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be the vlog of getting my tattoo very soon. Bye!